What's up, guys? And I really just want to tell everyone that's currently watching, as you can tell by the title and everything, I hit 1,000 hours on Marvel Rivals. Here, look at this screenshot, right? Insanity to me, because I played the game for so long, for like ever since it came out, since release. And I just quickly want to talk about it, talk about how I feel, the meta, and just ranked, and just the player base, right? Now, me personally, I'm not that huge of a dick. I'm not really that much of a mean guy, especially like anywhere in life. I try to be as respectful and just have as much fun as possible, you know, especially when it comes to video games. I mean, of course, I can be competitive from time to time. I love being competitive. But what a lot of people don't understand is that with being competitive, there should also be an amount of fun you still have while playing the game while being competitive. A lot of people don't understand you ruin games because you take the game way too serious, because you will lash out on your teammates, and then your teammates in this game, and I understand it, will throw the game because you are a dickhead. And I will not listen to you either if you are a dickhead. It's called common knowledge. You need this everywhere in life. I just turned 18, and with turning 18, I realized that the thing that matters the most, honestly, is respect. I also wanted respect when I was like 16, 17, But uh around a few years ago, I started realizing that in order for me to gain that respect, I have to do something for it. This is also with the game, by the way. You just have to be respectful, or at least not be a dickhead. If you want your Jeff to swap that's going 0 and 15, tell him that nicely. Don't be like, hey, Jeff, you're a fucking dumbass if you don't swap because we're losing because of you. That's not how it works. It's a team game, it's a team based game. It's like basketball. I love playing basketball as a kid, as a teenager. I still do from time to time. And that's why I actually started learning, hey, how do I play in a team, even with people I don't like? And that's where that energy comes from. It comes from team based games. Wait a minute, I'm gonna let my cat in. Nala, Nala. Sorry, guys, I had to let my cat in. Anyway, what I wanted to say is playing basketball, playing all of these team-based games like American football, rugby, stuff like that I actually used to play. One thing. Well, you want to say something? Yeah, you want to speak? Speak up. Yeah, baby. Yes. Speak up, baby. Say something. Say something. All right, she spoke enough. Anyway, from playing all of these team-based games in real life, I started understanding, hey, even when I play with people I don't like, I still have to play with them. And I can gladly talk as much shit as I want to when the game is over, because then we're not gonna lose, or we already lost and it doesn't matter. That's what I think. I think that's how a lot of people should start thinking too. And that's the only way I think team based games should be. I don't see a point in trash talking your teammate for playing bad. There's always gonna be a bad game. And the best thing you can do is try and activate your teammate more than hurt him. Maybe go, if your support is crying that they're getting dove, maybe play anti dive. Maybe play with the supports, or maybe go triple support to help them out. Anything. Stick with them more. Don't just be like, yeah, well, you're shit, buddy. While you're off picking dandelions in the fucking grass as a DPS who's going negative and blaming the supports because they're getting dove. I don't think that should be like that. One other thing I actually would like to say, right, is I'm not a huge fan of the matchmaking. I think the matchmaking has to be revamped completely because quick play has no skill-based matchmaking, and quick play has a lot of bot lobbies. Now, I'll make a separate video talking about the bot lobbies. I already had that planned for a while. but I think it's way too much bot lobbies. If I want to be in a bot lobby, I'm gonna play practice versus AI and not quick play. Okay, NetEase, please remove bot lobbies from quick play. It's stupid. It shouldn't be a thing. When I lose, I want to lose to real people, and I don't want to boost my ego because I've won against some bots. No one cares, right? Especially when I play with my friends who are on PC and we lose because like we're having fun, for example. We don't care about winning. The next game is a bot lobby, and that obviously drops my energy a lot because it's a bot lobby. It's not gonna be fun. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's really all I have to say about the matchmaking. Ranked, is a shithole, like always. There's not really a lot you can do against Smurfs. Never really a lot, so we sadly have to deal with that. Uh what else can I say? Oh yeah. I wanna say this about the shop, right? And the decisions that NetEase is making. Ever since season 0, I think they should stop giving skins to the same 4 or 5 characters. And I know at the end of the day, NetEase is a business. NetEase has a Marvel Rivals license that they're obviously going to use to get money, you know, get food on the table for their kids. I get it. But please. And I'm going to give them credit. I'm going to give NetEase credit. Ji Young, Guang Guang, I'm going to give them credit right now. They are a good company. They listen to their players. Also, I'm sorry that I'm having so many pauses. I'm thinking about my words, and I'm new to this commentary stuff. So just, I do love doing it though. So just give me a few more videos. But basically, what I wanted to say was they actually listen, and they actually are up to date with everything that's going on. But they just don't give enough of a shit to actually change what matters. With that, I mean, and I main Psylocke, I'm in Magic, but they get the most mini pass skins. They get some of the most skins in the game aside from supports. Like Luna, Invis, they keep on getting skins. What do you think, Nala? What do you think? What do you think, baby? Same. No, but seriously speaking, it's shit. We keep on giving Invis, Luna, Psylocke, Magic skins, Spider-Man too, and it's BS. It's absolute crap. You know who should get a skin? Maybe give Daredevil one, an original one. Maybe give Gambit one. I know he just got one in the Battle Pass. I know Mantis just got a Cowgirl skin. I know all of that, right? But at the same time, I just don't feel like it's enough. We'll see. Honestly, I'm just kind of complaining out of my ass when it comes to this. I'm just tired of seeing other characters not have enough skins, for example. Like, okay, not a lot of people play Rocket, but Rocket doesn't get a lot of skins either. I think Hela should get more skins. I think characters with a low pick rate should get skins. The thing with Psylocke is we keep on giving Psylocke these outfits, but Psylocke is not a good character to get into, so people will buy the skin, realize Psylocke is difficult, and then drop the character. So what actually is the point in selling a Psylocke skin if they're not gonna play it? Aside from the shop, right, one thing I also realized about the shop, by the way, I just quickly want to mention this, is the shop, NetEase, can suck my nuts when it comes to limited time skins. Absolutely horrendous thing to do. I would get it if it was like a Christmas event or, Halloween event or something. But normal skins, giving normal skins, time limited options. And then one thing they do is they will give the time limit where it's like, oh, we're going to remove it in like an hour. And then they're going to refresh it for 2 or 3 weeks. You know what I'm talking about if you've looked at the shop. What do you want, baby? You're going to know what I'm talking about if you looked at the shop. There's a lot of limited time skins, a lot of limited time legendaries that will get time limits. And the second it hits 0, they get prolonged for 2 or 3 weeks. Why the fuck would you do that? There's no reason to do that. Just make it permanent. You'll get more money if it's permanent. You know what I mean? From what I think, I don't know how it actually works, but from my understanding, from my point of view, keep him in the game permanently, dude. I mean, I get it. You're kind of forcing us to spend money on the game by making it limited time, but it's a shit thing to do. And I don't know why people don't talk enough about it, but I will, you know? Aside from that, the balancing is absolutely horrendous. Characters from Season 0, ever since the beta, like Hela, for example, is still hard meta. Poke is still, like, hard meta. I know this sounds ironic because I'm a dive main, but I think dive is actually pretty good right now. It's in a pretty good spot. It's always been in a good spot. I don't know why people always complain, oh, dive is so garbage, dive is so shit. No, it's not, right? And I'm gonna stop pretending like it is. In my opinion, dive is good if you're coordinated, and that's all that matters. Or if you're just a good enough solo player going into the wrong team comp, that's good. It honestly just depends on player skill, right? Not saying people like Necros, for example, you know, the guy that played Spider-Man for like an eternity, is bad. I do agree that supports are really busted, and the game should balance themselves more around being a team game, and not around, oh, we have 2 or 3 supports that are hard meta, and if you don't play them, you're throwing. That's why I think Ultron, Mantis, and every other third support should get a buff and get role queue, but that's another video, right? But from what I see is, because I main dive, right? I still get kills. I still top frag. It's not like dive is shit. It's just dive is the most countered role because it's the most annoying role to go against because it forces you to work as a team, which people in this game after 8 seasons are still not used to. They're not used to playing as a team in a team-based game. And it's absolutely BS, in my opinion, right? One other thing I quickly want to mention is, because it said, you know, it's a team-based game and stuff, and this is also my last point for the video. In my 1,000 hours of playing, I actually rarely go across toxic people. And I don't know if it's just my luck or if it's just how I am as a person, but I don't go against toxic people. I don't have toxic people in my team the majority of the time. It was never a problem, basically. And with that, I mean, I only meet nice people or people that don't talk. You know, I'm in Europe servers, so I have it easier because no one really talks in here. But when I do, most of the time I get fun interactions. I meet nice people. Some of my best friends right now that I talk to almost every day, I met them on Marvel Rivals. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't trade in my 1,000 hours in this game for the world. Because when I go through a tough time, when I go through something terrible in real life, or something's not working out the way I wanted it to, I hop on the game. And it's like one of the only escapes I really have from reality. And it's genuinely a hobby I love. And when you actually go out and associate yourself with people that have the same hobbies as you, that's when you start living life. It doesn't matter if it's in a Comic-Con. It doesn't matter if it's in a Discord server. What? It doesn't matter if it's a Discord server. And it doesn't matter if it's on Marvel Rivals. You will always meet nice people wherever you go, as long as you keep yourself entertained. With that, I mean, this is not even about the game anymore. But you should be who you want to be around with. With that, I mean, find people that are amazing. Find people that are nice. Find people that you like. And life will be okay. I met some of the best people that I've got to meet ever in my life on this game, that have helped me through really tough times without them even knowing. And I really appreciate that, you know, because coming from me, some of these people might genuinely be the best people that I will ever have the privilege of meeting in my life. I will never stop thinking about these people, ever. And it's a privilege to play with them every day. Yeah, that's honestly really everything I have to say. Those 1,000 hours, obviously, were also a lot of pain, a lot of rage, but we got there eventually. yet to hit Centurion because I don't think there's an actual reason to hit anything above GM in this game because the balancing is just really bad. And honestly, I'm just having fun. You know, I'm having fun in ranked. I'm having fun actually playing the game, understanding every character, and gonna hit Centurion this season. Might stream it. We'll see. If you guys are interested, comment it down below, obviously. We are about 20 or 30 subs away from my Psylocke cosplay that I'm gonna do when I hit 100 subs. So how about you subscribe and help us with the subscriber goal? It would mean the world to me. And you get to see me with my bare cheeks out in a Psylocke cosplay. Do it. Go for it, you know? Anyway, I had a lot of fun making this video. And for my subscribers that are already subscribed, right? For the people that watch this video that are already subbed, I already uploaded this video, but with a very, very terrible commentary. And I want to thank my friend Brian for reviewing the video as the first person and telling me what I can change. Honestly, I just take my time now instead of just trying to get my point across for like 20 minutes. Keep on repeating the same thing. Yeah, keep me updated on what you think about the commentary. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. I love you guys. Bye.